Yo, I'm at the gas station. It's Mother's Day. Out of all times, out of all days, my car stopped. The battery. Now I have cables. I got the self jump cables. They're dead. So I'm charging them in the gas station, but I'm at the pump. Like I done got my gas ticket. I'm about to leave to get ready to go get my car washed and get ready for Mother's Day. And I'm held up. Now I'm Saudi. I was already feeling some type of way towards God. Just feeling some type of way, period. Just stressed out. I didn't feel like talking to God. I don't feel like praying. I don't even feel like dealing with him for real. But what came over my mind was Romans 8:28. As we know, God causes everything to work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose for them. I don't know how this is in his purpose. I cannot afford to deal with a car situation. I have a lot to do this week. I don't know how this gonna work out, but my battery pack is charging, so hopefully that works.
Say out loud, your work will never hang in a museum.
No.
Bob!
Well, maybe it will, but probably not this is Smolny.
Because why, Bob? What's the deal here? What are you telling us?
Well, I'm trying to teach people a form of art that anybody can do. This is art for anyone who's ever wanted to put a dream on canvas. It's not traditional art, it's not fine art, and I don't try to tell anybody it is.
It's actually crazy to talk to one of the greatest artists like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing is for sure, and two things is for certain. You can't say that about C. Dry. So as you see, we are back at the Cincinnati Museum Center, inside of the Children's Museum. And the part of the Children's Museum is called Kids' Town Park. It's a area that focuses on child development. We, as in LaToya Turner, C. Dry, and Mary Weinberg, we are a part of an exhibit called Home. HBCUs offer more energy. It's highlighting Black schools, specifically Central State University. It's encompassing of creativity, Black culture, and child development. It's all about representation. We are back May 17th, this Saturday, and we're inviting you. Check the museum's website, the Cincinnati Museum Center, the Union Terminal Museum, not the Cincinnati Art Museum, Union Terminal, CMC. Please come through. We are doing a read-along with LaToya and the Brown Hands Black Schools book, and we're doing an art activity again with the one and only C. Dry. Phil Donahue, that was corny. You can't say that about me.
I'm trying to raise my mission statement. I'm trying to like grow my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. What is your mission statement? What's your breakthrough plan to start to be a teaching artist, do your art full time, or how would you put it in a nutshell?
So, heck nah, I was a teaching artist already. I didn't even know what a teaching artist was though, until my city coordinator, my city coordinator is from my neighborhood, but he was also
What's his name?
Brandon Woodard.
Gotcha.
He was also my pastor. So I learned that your church is a community as well, and your church is supposed to support you in your purpose. So
Yeah.
he picked me, you know what I'm saying, for the church and a few other members to like go through like certifications, like trauma healing. When I went through trauma healing, you got like trauma circles, which is a class, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. One of my breakthrough critiques, they was like, turn your curriculum into your art show titles, like you do your acronyms. So then I started building the curriculum. I use trauma healing, and mental health first aid was another one that my church paid for. But then I started seeing like, all right, I can be an art therapist, but you got to go back to get your master's to be an art therapist. I'm like, I already got a degree in special education. I've been teaching. I've been doing art. I've been combining both. I don't have to go back for that. Now, if it's free, I'll go back for it. But if I gotta pay for art therapy, I'm already doing it. Like this is my God's job, like my purpose. So to be demonstrative of God's power through art and fashion, specifically to show the hood God's creative power. That's my mission statement. Like that's my whole foundation of my life.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's the last part of it specifically to?
Show the hood God's creative power. Like people got creativity and people have power, but only God has creative power. Because you got to be able to create, like we can only create from what God created. Like you want to make lemonade, you got to have, he created sugar cane, he created water and lemons. So it's like, you got to be able to, I'm learning, you got to have, you know how they say God can put like the earth in his hand? And it's crazy, this painting, hold on. How you flip the camera? Can you flip the camera? Yes. So this painting looks like the world is in his hand, you know what I'm saying? But the earth is not even, the biggest thing in our solar system or our galaxy. It's stuff way bigger. It's mass more galaxies. So it's like he can put the whole observable unit. He has to be able to put that in his hand. You gotta have space to have creative power. So I'm talking about, going to Mount Rainier and how I was depressed and I felt God guiding me through there and communicating with me, and I'm learning that he's talking to me in spirit. I come back, create artwork, create a whole collection. I write about my whole experience there. People like, bro, I felt like I was driving in the car with you when I'm reading this. I'm like, I want to be able to talk about what God created. Like I got to be able to show the hood that they didn't know about Mount Rainier until I brought it up. So it's like, I can go document this stuff. I can show people like I got a way to teach it. You know what I'm saying? Like God turned the artists up in the Bible. All the artists in the Bible was lit. You know what I'm saying? Like God, artists.
Like, nature is like a huge place of communion for you and like inspiration and grounding.
Just did a hike yesterday. I went up in the woods yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
I need to do that more. I have a friend in Cincinnati, and they said there's a lot of beautiful stuff over there. Okay, one more question.
Yep.
I don't want to keep you too long.
You good.
And I was like asking this of like folks that are working with young people, and especially in the hood, and especially in places where like other youth workers could get inspiration and what's the word, like food for the journey, especially like nourishment. You talk about in your bio, I think on your website, how important it is in your work and in your teaching to help folks understand that Black lives really do matter.
Yeah.
Like, how does that fit into the work that you do?
Yeah.
That's my question.
I got you. So when I said I'm in an art group, I'm in a group called Black Art Speaks. It's a collective of artists here in Cincinnati, majority black, but we do have other races and like ethnicities inside of Black Art Speaks. Through Black Art Speaks, we are the artists that created the Black Lives Matter mural here for Cincinnati. Now, it's not me being facetious at all. Now, ours is 17 letters with the explanation point. Every letter is a different mural. They take up the whole block in front of City Hall. So this is the best one in the world. No gas, you know what I'm saying? Through Black Art Speaks, we fight social justice. We combat social justice, mental health, and education. Every artist in Black Art Speaks is different. So I'm a teaching artist. We got people who do murals. We got people, but you know, it's different things. So for me, yeah. So for me specifically to stay on task, I teach through Black Art Speaks as well. So Black Art Speaks essentially like manages me. So I go into the schools, I go into professional developments, the Hamilton County Libraries, the city rec centers, and do art classes and do the social emotional learning classes. So that's how that ties in. Or just fighting for people, like teaching people how to communicate. Like I'm always talking about God. So if religious is social justice, like just helping people feel free and just be, you know, I guess equal and equitable to a extent. You know what I'm saying? Just we're diverse and just showcasing that that we all matter. But Black Lives specifically is always like, oh, Black Lives Matter, and it's like, no, all lives matter, and it's like, yeah, all lives do matter, but it's like, yeah, all lives matter. We're not dogging nobody. We just saying don't forget the black people. So me waking up in my purpose, just using my gifts is showing that Black Lives Matter. Not even just talking about, I'm just being a representation every day, just living my purpose, being myself, and teaching the kids and adults alike, the school community, that's parents, that's the elder statesmen, the community workers and businesses, showing them how to just be themselves.
Where are my kids?
At school, and what they other stepdad.
Oh, what?
You ain't pay child support, they don't want you, they don't need you.
I don't care about none of that. Why are you letting other men see my kids? They're my kids.
Because they be the father figure that you wasn't.
Why are you yelling?
I don't care. If you wanted with your kid, you can get a Byron.
Hey, that's why we asked what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to provide space for y'all to do that. That was lit. The Byron. I can get better than
You should be She flipped that place. She flipped that.
That's what you want to do? Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Hey,
that's the easy. Hey, y'all. That's an easy way to make money. That's an easy way to support somebody else. I see a lot of haters. Not gonna lie, I see a lot of haters. I feel like I was a supportive friend, but that game is meant to be supportive. It's not meant to, you know, it's to break the ice. Be comfortable. Know who's right next to you. Even if you don't know him, you can still support him. Support doesn't cost anything. You hear me? And maybe all you need in life is one person to support you. I know for me, that's what I had in my mother. So I use that game as to break the ice, man. It's not to be, you know, uptight, and it's a fun, interactive game. But before I keep going on, I want to tell you guys today's session is focused around art. It's a lot of ways to express yourself, and one of those ways is through art. I know last time I spoke in class, we had people that can draw and can create some things. I know I don't have a creative bone in my body, but I try my best. So we have an artist today. I'm going to let him introduce himself. I just ask for one thing when you're in my class, and that's respect. We're going to have fun. We're going to have snacks. We're going to have music. We're going to have art. This is not meant to be an uptight class. I want y'all to be yourselves. I want y'all to be comfortable. And like I always say, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. This is a privilege, just like anything in life. Everything is earned. You feel me? I'm in for y'all. So be comfortable, have fun, and I'm gonna let our artist introduce who he is. So please give him respect, all right? Thank you.
I thought you about to say give him a round of applause.
Oh yeah.
How y'all doing today? Good. Y'all sure? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start off by saying this. My name is Christian Dry. Professionally, I go by C Dry. Okay. I'm an artist from Lincoln Heights, from Winter Terrace. I use my artwork in the schools and the communities to teach kids how to recognize, recognize and like understand their emotions, find their confidence. What we are doing is this. I'm gonna walk you through this art activity. I like to call this activity the Eye of the Storm. Now, the reason it's called that is because, I don't know, I'm into like weather and space and all that stuff like that. But hurricanes are like super dangerous. Tell me something about hurricanes that y'all know. Tell me something. Just yell it out to me.
Disruptive.
Say it again. Who said something about cars?
It can suck up things.
Suck up things. Okay. What else?
The eye of the storm is always calm.
Always calm. I like you. I like you.
You remember Tom from last session?
You was in our last session, bro. You look familiar.
Way back.
Okay.
Very
So we did the vision boards last time I came. Okay. So the eye of the storm is the most peaceful part of the hurricane. So y'all said it's disruptive, it's sucking up cars, it's killing people, it's destroying businesses, houses, towns, it's messing up stuff, right? Inside of the hurricane is the eye of the storm, the most peaceful part. Now, our lives, I said everything is not gonna work out right. Everything is not gonna go as planned. Sometimes things mess up just to see how you gonna react. Sometimes God wanna see how you gonna react to them. It might be something you can do in your purpose, in your talents. You're like, why it's not working out? God just wanna see how you gonna react. So we know when we are going through these storms, these hurricanes, we just have to find our peace, okay? Now, the eye of the storm is guarded by something called the eye wall. So for example, let's say the bulletin board was the eye. The little silver border is the eye wall. This is the most dangerous part of the hurricane. So the most dangerous part guards the most peaceful part. In life, we gotta find our peace in our storms. It's not gonna be easy. Somebody walk up, step on your new J's, somebody talking about your hair, B, you ain't got no edges, and you like, you ain't thinking about what brings you peace. You ain't thinking about like, I need to listen to this Lauryn Hill song. You like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get back. You trying to get your get back. We have to find our peace as easy as, all right? This is what I need you to do. Now, it's important on how you start your day, all right? It's very important how you start your day. We all are gonna face some type of storm at some point. For lack of a better word, a storm. We're gonna focus on a hurricane. Sometimes it come out unexpectedly, right? What I need you to do, take this next 5 minutes, all right? I want you to be in your own bubble. Don't worry about who's next to you. I want you to dig deep, all right? Think about what brings you peace, all right? It could be a person, place, or a thing. If you don't know how to, I want you to draw it as best as you can. I'm not about to be like, you know you tripping. That don't look like no horse. I'm not about to, I want you to do it as best as you can, as long as you're able to explain it. If you cannot draw whatever it is, it might be your mom. You don't know how to draw a portrait of your mom. Cool, write mom, make it in bubble letters, design it. I want you to recognize what brings you peace, okay? Because when that storm comes up, and we go see that in our next step when we paint, it's gonna be hard to remember what brings you peace in your storm. I ain't trying to call on God when I'm mad, but I gotta calm down to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna crash out. So take this next 5 minutes. Think about what brings you peace, and I want you to do your best. Let me see your plate. I want you to do your best to draw it inside that circle on the back. Write your name on the front part that you will eat on. Write your name on the front. But right now, I want you to focus just on the eye of the storm. This circle is gonna be the eye of the storm. Our ridges is gonna be our hurricane. Take this next 5 minutes and just think. When I wake up, I'm either in silence or I play music like this. I'm not playing dirt when I wake up. I'm just trying to think about how I want my day. What do I have to do today? I got such and such school. I know at that school,
middle school and high school classes are dismissed.
What bell we in? Y'all do bells here? Or periods? What y'all do? Third? Okay. When you wake up, Think about, you know what I'm saying? What do I have to do today? I'm at such and such school. I know they be hating on me at that school, so I gotta come prepared. I already know they're gonna be hating, so I gotta have my spirit right. I gotta have my mind clear. A lot of people crash out. We all know somebody that crashed out. We all know somebody that crashed out. I got kids that crashed out. I got one tattoo. Long live Melvin. It's one of my students that got murdered. 2019, got shot in the head. Somebody crashed out. You know what I'm saying? We don't always have as much time as we think we do. He died on a Saturday. Friday, he told me, hey, I'm about to get out the streets. Monday, I'm going back to football practice. Never made it to Monday. Got murdered. Didn't graduate high school. Didn't get to go to prom. With that being said, I want to help kids be able to process their thoughts so they won't crash out. Process your thoughts so you won't crash out. Take this next, we on there? Yeah. Take this next 5 minutes and just think. Let the music hit you. I play this in my classes because it helps you get creative. Now I'm all about, you know what I'm saying, turning it up and creating the vibe, but sometimes you just need to be at peace. Sometimes you need to be at peace. Sometimes you need to just learn how to think. Sometimes you gotta slow it down. Life moves fast. Life moves fast. When stuff happen in the hood, they get back. Sam, we gotta go over there. Well, you better calm down. Think about what's going on. Plan some stuff. Everybody goal is they go get rich. Everybody about to have all this stuff, and you be like, all right, how you gonna do it? I'm about to make money. How you gonna make money? I'm gonna sell stuff. Like, have a plan. Ain't nobody just waking up, just getting everything they need. Have a plan. Ain't nobody's blowing up overnight. We see people when they become celebrities, man, they had already been working. I went back when Glorilla got signed. I went back to her old YouTube videos when she was just shooting videos in her hood before she got her teeth done and all that, before she was like turned. And I'm like, dang, she got that same energy, like she really been putting the work in, paying for her own studio sessions, paying for the videos and the visuals. That's lit, it paid off. Can't say she blew up overnight. So I document my art journey. I got a YouTube show called Time. It stands for This Is My Energy. So I document my classes, my art shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm a turned artist. People don't know turned artists. When you think of artist, you think of starving artist. When you think of artist, you think of starving artists, and I ain't starving. We out here making real impact, and I'm showing the world how to do it. Impacting people through art. I'm in the hood with the artists. Helping the parents, the teachers, staff, community. I teach everything from pre-K all the way up to college. Same art lessons. When you are done with your piece, you can move on to the next station, which is the paint area. Now I say this, raise your hand when you came in and I told y'all we were doing art. Raise your hand if you feel some type of way. I ain't no artist, I ain't trying to do art, what I'm gonna do? So everybody else is cool about it, right? Okay. Did you enjoy the session? Yeah. You enjoyed the session. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to make nobody an artist. I just want to help you be able to process your thought and calm down. I just happen to use art. You guys have been, I'm trying not to cry. I've been emotional this weekend, I'm sorry. You guys have been impeccable, man. Like, I really enjoyed my time here. When I went out to get my artwork, on the way back in, I just prayed, like, thank you, God. Like, I just wanted to be impactful as possible when I came. I just, whatever needed to be done, whatever needed to be said, I wanted to be able to say it. I enjoyed y'all, man. Please, if you don't have paint on your hands, please clap it up for yourself.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just why you picked him.
Oh my goodness.
That's my big boy.
That's why you picked him, Chris.
Yeah, that's Grippo.
It's Grandpa.
You did Grippo?
Yeah.
Man, this is amazing.
Thank you.
That's my sir.
Thanks, Uncle Chris.
Look, give me 5 more cameras. Let's see. Man, what?
Is that true, sir?
Blue and boy, sir?
Yeah. 11.
She turned 11 and she turned.
I made my own color again.
These colors y'all mixed up are amazing, y'all.
And what is that? What's that look like? Tealy green?
It's like a,
Wait, look!
that's a little light gray. Oh, I like that.
Huh? And let's wet it. I'm mixing.
This is supposed to be a crown.
It's green.
Nope. Wait, what color is that?
I'm mixing yellow now. Yellow. I don't know what this color is, but it just took over. Orange, red, purple. This is mostly just dark. Wait, I call this dark. Braxton, get out of it. Be quiet.
Wait, what is this?
Be quiet so I can talk. I call this dark, brown, dark, purple. So many darks.
Wait, what kind of color is this? Is this orange? This is orange right here. Oh. Wait, I mean this color, which is new, and this color.
Get other colors.
I call this one Shampoo.
I'm actually gonna call this
one Shampoo.
Shampoo?
Yeah.
Shampoo?
Shampoo.
I like it.
I saw
Shampoo.
This looks like you kind of have what I have. I copy you. I copy Braylon. I copy not looking. Hey Brooklyn, this is kind of like mine.
Wait,
a little bit.
Wait, I'm gonna
Mine's
put a
large,
little
just
bit
scoop
of
over the whole
yellow.
page.
That's
Wow.
all the colors into one yellow. Wait, what does this even
Why did I say yellow?
What? No. Question is, why did you say yellow?
I'll call this teal. Okay, all the
Here we are, episode 15, the season finale. I just needed to take a little break and just come to the woods. I'm dressed, so I can't take no hike, but sometimes when I'm stressed out, I just go into the woods and just try to sit with God. So, I'm in the middle of the woods. I ain't comfortable yet, though. I feel overwhelmed. However, I want to first start by saying God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. I've been working on this show for a little over a year, 15 episodes. I had a goal of doing one episode a week, and I finally made it up to that goal at episode 5. So it was taking me 3-4 months at a time to finish an episode, and finally got it, on track in a good spot. So here we are at the last one. I just want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody supporting, taking the time to view the videos. Shout out to all my students this school year. I enjoyed my time with you. I know you ain't enjoyed all of your time with me. Beginning of the school year, I had a lot going on. I always got a lot going on, but outside of being an art teacher, I'm still a full-time artist. So I enjoy teaching, I enjoy the classes, I enjoy seeing all my students grow and impacting lives in that way. But I also like doing art shows and events and traveling and grinding in that way. I love that. So in the beginning of the school year, that was really my focus, and I couldn't really, get my mind and my heart and my spirit settled enough to get my lesson plans together and come up with some, some amazing
art experiences for the students. And I got checked about it. I didn't like it, but it was needed. So thank you guys. Thank y'all for watching. My students do check out my show. They check out my content. And I'm talking about 2 schools specifically. It wasn't every school. I know I'm speaking for Woolford and Rothenburg. Apologize to my students if y'all do see this. I apologize for just not being as focused as I should have been at the beginning of the school year. I know it's days that I just wasn't in the mood, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm human. I ain't perfect, and I try to communicate that with y'all. Even if I'm having a bad day, I try to let y'all know as soon as y'all come in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be graceful with me, and just be patient so I can take care of what I need. And typically I do, but it was times that was, you know, extra hard for me. So I apologize to my students, Rothenburg, Woolford. You know, I got nothing but love for y'all. I love y'all. Woolford, that was my 2nd year with y'all. Rothenburg, my 3rd year with y'all. Some of my favorite students ever, so thank you. After this episode, I think I'm about taking a few weeks off from the episodes, from content in general. I have a lot going on professionally and personally, and I just need some time for myself, you know what I'm saying, without having to create or, you know, feel pressure to, you know what I'm saying, record it and do all of that. So I'm gonna take a few weeks off. I am in the middle of the woods, so I gotta watch my back out here. Can't say too much, but you know what I'm saying, I am protected, for sure. But take a few weeks off and probably bounce back mid-summer for season 2. And I'm excited about that, man. You know, I got an idea of how I'm gonna, you know, name the episodes for next year. Next season. And yeah, we should have a good time, you know. I'm looking forward to summer school in June for Cincinnati Public School District. So, you know, mid-June to end of June, we should be able to get back to recording, you know what I'm saying? My students will be back on the show. So thank you to all the schools, staff, community, my mentors, family, friends, all my inspirations and role models. Thank y'all for just helping me get through this season. I'm looking forward to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be consistent. I'm not, you know, worried about, you know, being monetized or, you know, how much views I get. Obviously everybody want that, but it's like everybody is not consistent either, and everybody don't have good content. Everybody don't have something that's marketable either. So I'm just being patient, you know what I'm saying? If it's God's will for it to go wherever, cool. But if not, I'm trying to be patient and just grateful to be able to impact anybody. So people are watching it, and I'm grateful about that. So thank you guys, man. When you see this Saturday, May 17th, myself and LaToya Turner will be back at the Cincinnati Museum Center, Union Terminal Museum. We have another activity we are doing for our exhibit home. HBCUs offer more energy. So if you are free, no pressure, pull up on us this Saturday for the read along with LaToya and the art activity with me. And we may have one more event for the exhibit before it closes down, but it does close in June. I'll have the date soon. I'll probably pop that back on there for season 2, just to remind y'all, you know what I'm saying, some summer activities for the kids. The event is not free. It's whatever the museum cost is. I'm not exactly sure what it is for the age ranges, but look up Cincinnati Museum Center. If you have a membership already to the museum, then you're free. You can come down. We'll be in the Children's Museum in the area called Town Park, and it's for development and you know, child development. We are focusing on HBCUs, Black history, culture, and representation, creativity, and inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are just trying to take our purposes to a new level and just be fulfilled in that. So pull up on us if you got a chance. If not, I'll be all over this summer, Lord willing, again, and it'll be opportunities for you to, be at an art show or whatever. Shameless plug, June 7th, I'll be at the Lincoln Heights Block Party. I'll be doing art with the community, so if you're free, you can pull up to that too. I got a couple surprises, but I'm doing art with the community, but I have a couple surprises that's, just as big as that. So June 7th, 11 to 7 p.m., pull up on us.